Welcome to Activity Agent. In our last video, we showed you how to create an activity or service. This video will focus on creating products. They are very similar, so if you viewed the last video, many of the fields will be very similar or the same. So let's go into our Manage Products. Here again, we are able to edit, we are able to clone, we are able to delete, and we are able to create a new one. In this example, we'll do the Scuba Rick dive hat. So let's go into our edit mode. And you will see there again, very similar, our product ID, our product name. Is it active? Do we have a vendor? What is the cost? Description. Is it a special? And page title. One area you will see that is not here is the date range, because this is a product and not an activity. So you're going to see a lot of the same screens that are very similar or the same, but they may have an item or not have an item. So there's a lot of familiarity, but some little tweaks along the way. In our images here, you're able to apply a small image. You're able to apply a large image. Does this item have a video? Does it have a slideshow? So that's where you're able to upload your images, and you can use one image for multiple images, and we discussed that in some of our earlier videos. Our full description is there again, very similar to what we had in the activities. It's just we don't have a calendar for activities. So you won't see that area under a calendar. We still provide that option for you to put that in there, but it shows up in a different place in your activities. Our extended pricing. This is very much the same as activities and services. All you have to do is select Add Price Options, and here you can create a description, a price, a cost, and display order. For example, in a description and or price, you may want a large or an extra large to be a cost that is different than a small, medium, or large. So this is how you would do it in your extended pricing. If we go to requirements, we have provided this field for requirements, but very seldom will you need this, but it's there just in case you do. Your categories, this is the same, just select whatever categories you would like to apply it to. The one difference here is you can apply a product to an activity or service category. So this comes in handy of maybe you want to have a logo hat. Maybe you've got a logo hat of a dive company. So you could relate your logo hat to the specific dive. So you're able to relate products into all categories, not just categories for products or just categories for activities. Add-ons, there again, these are the same, and you'll notice we've got that BC and reg in there like we talked about in our last video. Chances are you won't need the add-ons, but they do come in handy just in case you do. Recommended items, this is also the same as activities and services. Just select which items you would like to relate it to. Your fees and taxes, this is also similar to activities and services. You can just select whichever you want. Remember, these are global and they'll apply to anything. Your terms and conditions will also have that same effect. Product attributes. Here you'll notice this is quite a bit different in the fact we don't have all the calendar options. Calendars do not run for products. So if you feel you need a calendar, a select date, even though it might be a product-based item, you will need to add that in the activity section because that is where your calendar is. So in your products, you're able to easily apply colors, sizes, and maybe you want a monogrammed on it where they can specify what name they would like it in. You're able to do that. Your notes, here you're able to provide notes just like you are in your activities and services. An additional tab you will see in your products is shipping. Here you will see, is this item being shipped? Is it being shipped from a vendor? And do you want to override various rules that you may have set up? So for example, if you're using carrier-based shipping, which is real-time shipping, here is where you're going to add your inches, width, height, length, and pound. And that will be for carrier-based. If you have an item that you want to override, so for example, maybe it's a small piece but it's very heavy, or maybe it's a unique size where they may dim weight an item. Here you're able to specify a specific amount for this item and it will override your shipping. So that's it on products. They're again very similar to activities and services with a few slight changes. Thank you for viewing this video, and remember, you can always visit us online at www.activityagent.com.